Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penjo. Welcome back to Parkitect and the Nova Labs campaign level, where we've now got something that looks a little bit more like a proper theme park. At the end of the first part of this particular campaign level, things were looking a little bit sort of unfinished, but in the last part we rectified that. So there's a little building over here, it's got a depot in to service these shops, there's some toilets in there as well, and around the park there are now a number of benches and bins and little sort of decor items and all that kind of stuff to make it all look very, very lovely. But the big thing from last time out was this fantabulous looking thing. So this is the USS Enterprise, and this is very exciting for two reasons. Number one, I've actually managed to build a half decent ride after all my attempts in the previous videos to make something good and they failed. This is actually quite good. So very high excitement, very high intensity, very low nausea. That's quite a good thing. That's quite a good thing because, you know, people aren't going to get off the ride and start chucking up and stuff everywhere. And I guess that gives it a little bit more appeal. Because if you had a choice of going on something with, I don't know, that causes very little nausea or a lot of nausea, you're probably going to choose the one that's going to make you feel less nauseous, I would have thought. So I guess that's a good thing. The decor is a little bit low, so we need to sort that out possibly at some point. But the other exciting thing about this, so as well as me actually making a ride that's good and works, which is a rarity in itself in this Parkitect series, we also deployed this thing here. This is a block break of some description, and I managed to put that in and it worked. I put in a technical thingamajig on a roller coaster and it's actually worked. So that means that we can have two sets of cars going around at any one time. So that means we can get double the amount of people onto the ride, which means double the money from it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I put a technical thing in and it worked. It's a joyous moment. So that is lovely. And this is very popular. It's a very popular thing. There's 18 people on it right now. There's 13 in the queue. 13 people are in the queue. Now, the queue does go underground, so I guess there's quite a few people under the ground. I think, let's just notch that up to $7 a go. If it's still that popular, let's just check the thing. I want to go on it. Oh, only one person is saying I want to go on it. Hang on. There's 13 people in the queue, but only one person is thinking I want to go on it. Okay, fine. Are you all being coerced into it or something? So that's fine. So if we put the price up a little tiny bit, every time we get some people on it, you know, make a little bit more money. If we get 18 guests on it each time, 18 guests per sort of cycle, and that means we can make an extra 18 monies from our little price increase there every time that goes round, which is a good thing. That'll make us some nice, good monies in there. So that's lovely. We do need to do something with the decor, actually. Let's do that now, and then we'll move on to the other thing that we're going to be looking at over here. But let's just sort the decor out. Let's just put some of these things around the queue and just see if that makes any difference. So let's try and build, yeah, some of these things. Now, what I have done is, as per a commenter that left a little bit of advice, it's actually quite useful. You can go to the deco thing, and they said, oh, what you can do is, instead of having to go up and click on the tooltip thing just there for the pipette to do copy items, you can just map that to a shortcut type thing, and I've mapped it to one of my mouse buttons, so I can click that and it turns into the dropper, and then I can just grab things to make it just a little bit easier to do all this stuff. So yeah, let's put glow bulbs on either side of that, just there, and in that corner, and as you come out of there. So I quite like that. So yeah, okay, so we click that again, it takes it away. That's great. And then we'll put a couple of giant flowers around. Yeah, bibbly bobbly boo, couple of big flowers. And then there's one of those weird stick tree things, so we'll have that vine spires. So we'll put a couple of those around as well. That one can be coming through the floor sort of thing, as can rotate that one round, as can that one. That can be sort of back on ground level like that. That can be coming up through the floor just there. Lovely. Okay, has that helped any? Do you reckon that's helped? Because now there's some weird alien landscapey things around the place. So come out of that. Has that helped the decor? Any? No, it's still low. Oh, bother. Okay, maybe we need to do something else. Maybe we need to do something else apart from just chuck loads of stuff around it. But again, I mean, you're going round a big, terrifying, very exciting ride. Sure, you're not going to be looking at the decor. You're just going to be going around going, I'm a bit scared. But yeah, okay, do you know what? We'll leave that for now. So the big thing we're going to do today, or to try to begin anyway, is the thing that we've mentioned before, that potentially is overambitious, but we'll give it a go. I want to create a crashed ship over here somewhere. I mean, it's probably going to look terrible. We can give it a little go. We can pretend. We just have to use our imaginations, I imagine. So I want to kind of crash ship, because this is all sort of space themed. So if we pretend there's something over here which has crashed, and then you come round on paths and walk through the remains of the ship, and then go on the different rides. I quite like that idea. And the only thing is, I don't know how to build a crashed ship, so we're going to have to sort of wing it a bit. So we're going to have to pretend there's kind of like a ship bit up here, which I kind of want. I'm kind of picturing the Enterprise. I'm kind of picturing the Starship Enterprise. It's got a round bit, so a kind of round bit, as round as we can make it anyway, kind of up here. And there'll be a sort of an engine-y bit here, and an engine-y bit here, and then a kind of body bit just here as well. And then we just have sort of kind of rubbly bits, if we can manage that, and then put rides sort of all around it, and then we'll put some shops and what have you in there. Oh, actually, that's a good point, actually. Are they doing shops? Oh, not yet, no, but they're finishing. Wow, they got us a drop tower, and now we've told them to work on the shops. Okay, that's good, because, yeah, we haven't got much in the way of shops. We've not got many shop options, so, yeah, we'll try and get that sorted. Okay, so what I think we need to do is, let's go here, and let's go to terraforming. There is just here ash. Now, if you've crashed a spaceship, it's likely that it probably was on fire and it's made the ground all burnt. So I think let's try and just use this ash thing to zone out loosely where we're going to put things. So I think we could have a bit here. So like that could be like an engine of the Enterprise or whatever it is. And then a bit sort of there, like that. And then we could have a bit in the middle. That's kind of the body bit. And then the round bit. Now, I can't... How can I do round? I can't do round. This is going to be a problem. So we're going to have to sort of do it a bit like that, kind of. And then kind of just have it with smaller bits going out like that. So this is what I'm imagining. I mean, this is probably going to be just a massive disaster. So yeah, prepare your imagination. It's a game all about imagination, so it's fine. Sort of like that is what I'm thinking. That doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks like the Enterprise, sort of. You know, it's not a perfect round, but again, it's supposed to have crashed, so it's fine. So I think we try and build things over here and get some rides in. Well, this is going to be a bit empty round here, isn't it? So we could do with bringing something down here. We could put a ride here, and not a key ride that's going to be going through the ruins of the ship, but a ride just here. Maybe it could lead you into the ship, possibly. I don't know. And then, you know, I kind of want stuff like that. I want stuff all around there to be all sort of ship-based, and I want some sort of ruined stuff. So let's see if we can make that work. Let's see if we can make that work. So we're going to have to put some rides in at some point. So let's get ourselves... we've got the Gravitron, the Top Spin, and the Drop Tower. The Gravitron is probably a good thing to get down. It's 700 money, so it's not very expensive, and we can just plop these in. And the good thing about these is that's the price. Like with roller coasters, it's 1,500 plus. So it's 1,500 to build the thing, and then plus to actually, you know, build all the additional parts. So yeah, this is quite good. So we know that's going to cost 700. How about we just put that there? That can lead people over through the crashed ship remains, possibly. So we'll get that in. Let's put it, I don't know, notch it back a bit, just there. So people might have to walk over to that. And we could build a little bit here, actually. We could build another one of these structures, which has got toilets in and stuff, over this side of the park, maybe. And then we could have one, say, up in that corner that's also got toilets and stuff. That might be an idea. Let's do that. So let's put that down there. And then it's going to need the way in. I think we're going to put here. And the way out we're going to put there. And then we need to get ourselves some path. Now it's that one, isn't it? It's not the middle path. It's not the sidewalk slabs, whatever it is I put on last time. It's these. So we'll do that. We'll get rid of... No, not that. Get rid of that item. There we go. And then that's going to come up sort of this way is the plan. Let's have it going like that, actually. Have that going out like that, and the queue can come through maybe sort of like that way. So the queue could go like that and out that way to join here. And then this could then lead up into the ship. And then we also want this bit to lead out into the ship as well. Apart from it can't because that thing is too low. I don't want that to be the only way to get to our crashed ship. I want there to be another way. Ah, here. That might work. So if we do that and then kind of try and bring that over as well. Are we going to be able to do that? Sort of like, hang on, not there. To there, like that. And swivel it round a bit. And then bring that... Oh, hang on, it's going to go a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, no, that's gone very odd. Hang on, up. Like that. And then, hang on, to point it this way. And then down one, please, like that. Lovely. And then, no, that's, no, too high, downwards. No, that's too low. Too high, too low. Okay, I just want it to go there, please. Yay, there we go. Right, lovely. And then round the back of that thing. So that's connected up. So now we've got two ways to go into our crash ship. You can come in round that way, or you could sort of come up that way is what I'm thinking. So you go in there or go in there. So I mean, yeah, then I need to create the actual crashed stuff, which I don't know quite how to do yet, but it's fine. But let's get the Gravitron in. It can start making some money while I faff about with all this nonsense. So let's go and grab a queue. So we want to grab the pipette copier thingamabob. Hang on, grab the colours, please. And we'll grab that. So let's make the queue. Is this going to be that popular? It probably is going to be popular, isn't it? Could we have it kind of coming along? That's going to be too long. How about we just have it sort of weaving like this? Look, we'll just have a weavy queue like that for now. Like that. A weavy queue. You walk along. So yeah, we can get lots of people in the queue. And that thing can just merrily sit there. And yeah, again, it's the wrong colours. It's all the wrong colours. It's not good enough. Change the ride to have colours of this variety. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Knock the maintenance budget down a tiny little bit. And we'll adjust the price so it's at least at least 5. 5 to go on that, absolutely. And we'll open it straight away. So yeah, it's going to be, the decoration's very low. That's absolutely fine. We'll sort that out. So yeah, up here, we could do with another structure like this. And yeah, then we could put some toilets and stuff in it. And maybe, I mean, they're quite a long way away from drinks and stuff over there. Maybe we need to put a depot over here as well. And some toilets and one of these sort of structure things over here. That will leave us a little bit short of the monies to actually get other stuff done. We might need to do that a bit later. We might need to do that a bit later on. So, right, that's open at least. So let's move time on and see if people are interested in going on this. Now, already there's people coming up here. Right, what we do need to do is we do need to get ourselves some bins and sort of trash things and what have you up here. So let's get ourselves, because that thing spins round and that could make people feel a little bit nauseous. So let's put some trash bins around the place. Just dot them around. It's all good. And then we'll get some benches up here as well, because people might want to have a lovely sit down. A post about in space, nobody can hear you bump on social media went viral. Hasn't that happened before? Hasn't that already gone viral at some point in the past? Oh my goodness me. This thing is terribly popular. Okay, good. I'm happy about that. That's a good thing. We'll have some seats there and some seats there as well, just in case people want to rest their weary legs. Oh, and they are. Lots of people are resting their weary legs. Hello, people resting your weary legs. How are you? Lots of people going on the queue. You thought better of it when you saw the fact that it's going to make you puke. Okay, fine. So that can then go and generate some money. So we're on 4,200. Right. What do we want to do now then? I think we might need to start looking at this. We might start looking at this. So I'm going to put a ride in. So let's get us one of the thrill rides. I think top spin. Now the launch drop tower, I kind of have this idea that that should go in the middle of our crashed sort of spaceship. And I don't know, it can be the bridge of the ship or something. So we're going to put that up there. So let's get top spin. Let's put top spin somewhere over here. And that can be, I don't know, how about up there? And they can walk through the sort of ruined remains of the ship to go to top spin. I mean, I'm probably making an absolute rod for my own back here. But do you know what? That'll do. Let's put that just there. And the queue can kind of come up round here. And then the exit can go there, maybe. And then the path is going to have to come through the middle of the thing. So it's going to have to maybe have a bit going there. And a bit going up. And a bit going there. Lovely. Okay. Oh, that just auto-adjusted the height. That's very nice. Thank you. So, yeah. So we'll have a bit... maybe coming through like that and then going up there. And that bit can join to there. And then we need the queue, which should now be of the right colour and what have you. So the queue could kind of come in across that way, like that. Lovely. So we've got a queue. Then we just need to theme that thing up, which is all fine. We'll just go to the thing and we'll go to the colours and we'll press the thing and we'll drag the colours from that. Okay, so lovely. So that looks like it belongs in the park. It's good. Let's knock the budget cost down a little tiny bit to save us some money. Recent negative news decreased the interest in theme parks. I seem to see that an awful lot. I see that thing an awful lot. And very occasionally a bit comes on that says, "Ooh, yay, there's a positive thing about theme parks." Mostly it's always negative, which is a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? The USS Enterprise is broken. No! Not the Enterprise. Somebody go and mend it. Engineering. Get Geordie LaForge on it. Right, okay, so we'll open that. So that is now open. So now what we need to do is, I want to kind of theme this up to make it look like it's amidst a crashed ship. Now, how we do that, I don't know. Let me ponder this for a second. Oh, I've completed a goal. I've got at least 250 guests in my park and I've been given 6 grand. Wow. Thank you very much. Okay, well, that's going to be very helpful for getting all this stuff sorted. Do you know what? That might mean that we can fund this little bit down here. Do you know what? Rather than thinking of this, I don't know how to do this bit. I'm just winging it as I go along. I'm going to build one of these structures here and get some sort of toilets and a little depot thing in, very similar to like what we've got over there. And then also we get some shops over here. We've not got much in the way of shops. Now, those guys are doing pretty well in developing a shop for us. That might be worth waiting till that's done as well. Pizza as well, which is a food thing, which is kind of what we're lacking, which is good. So we'll put another pizza thing in here, put a shop there, and then again, the same thing up here. So yeah, so let's get one of those built with our newfound riches that we've got from just, you know, playing the game and becoming vaguely successful in this particular park and dragging in enough people. So yeah, we'll build one of those here. Also, could we connect that path? It seems a bit silly to not connect that up. Yeah, go on, bosh. Yay, it's connected up, so you don't have to walk through the building anymore. Lovely, lovely. Or do we want them to walk through the building? Maybe we want them to walk through the atmospheric building and come through there. Do you know, I think we might want them to do that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And let's go get rid of all that. And you can all make your way back onto the paths. Alert, danger, security risk. That's it. You just wander about aimlessly. That's it. Don't go to the nearest path. You just wander about. Yeah, that forces them through this building, which is good, you know, atmosphere building and all that. So now, just here, let's construct one of these and put some stuff in it. Okay, there we go. I mean, it's cost us a fair bit of money, but I think that looks okay. I like the idea of having these things as places where people know they can go to get some food and drink and stuff. So we've got one of those over there. So yeah, it's like a little bazaar sort of thing. So it's got the sort of bit here with the little pillars holding the roof up, then some roof bits, then a big round towery thing, and then a spaceship sat on the top. I think that's quite a good indicator of, if you see one of these, that is a little sort of food stop type thing. In here, over this side is the depot. You can just see the staff path just there sort of popping into view. And then in here, there's some toilets and some bins and seats and stuff in there. So that's all lovely. They need to obviously be stocked up, which is absolutely fine. At some point very soon, we're going to get ourselves pizzas. So I think, let's just move time on. Let's move time on until we get pizzas sorted by our folks. There we go. Pizzas are available. And you know what? I wouldn't mind another shop. Let's get another shop type in. And then when we've actually done that one, we'll move it on to something else. Maybe we'll get ourselves another thrill ride or whatever. But right now, let's get some more shops. So now we can get pizzas. Pizzas, pizzas, yes. Okay. That feg can face that way. So we get pizzas in just there. Right, hang on. And pause it for a second. Do that. Hide the decor. No, don't show the decor. Hide the decor. There we go. Click that and make that supply that thing. Lovely. And then we want to go over here. And we want to get pizza over here as well. Now, that does mean we're going to have to obliterate one of the floor tiles. Do you know what? Let's put pizza just there. Pizza can go just there, next to the soft drinks on this one, like that. And then where is the depot over there? Where is... Oh, no, it's this one here. It's over this side, isn't it? Of course it is. So we want to not have the dripper dropper thing selected. Hang on. Unselect that. Not that one. We want that depot to then supply that pizza thing. Lovely. So people have got a better selection of food. Because really, at the moment, we're serving soft drinks. That's good. I'd like hot drinks if at all possible. So soft drinks is good, but then we've only got vending machines. Vending machines for food, that's not particularly great, is it? And one of our park goals, one of the actual things we need to do, is have an experiences rating of at least 70%. We've got 45% right now. Oh, good. That's good. So, yeah, that's not brilliant, is it? They rate how pleasant the entire visit was. But yeah, hunger is a key. Hunger is one of these things. Also, happiness. We need to, I think, let's get a couple more of these robot fellas in. Let's get a couple more of you in, because we're earning enough money. That's fine. So let's have ourselves a blue robot. Why not? Yeah, we'll hire a blue robot. We'll put you there. And we'll hire a white robot to go over there somewhere. And we could, now, could we somehow use the zoning thing as well? I've never done this before. Zones. Okay, so we could then assign the different people here, the entertainers, to go to different zones. So left click to drag and place, click into a zone and drag to expand it, right click to remove. Okay, so we want somebody up here. So let's have a zone up here as that. So that, oh look, okay, yeah, so I never really looked into this before. So there's a zone, and then we can say you, Pedro Ford, level 1 Pedro, you work in zone 1. So you're only going to wander around in zone 1. Okie dokie. Okay, right, well that's kind of interesting, I suppose. And then zone 2 could be sort of this bit. So maybe the welcoming area over to there. So that's zone 2. And then zone 3 might have to be everywhere else. Just all the other bits that we haven't covered yet. So up to there and then down to sort of there. That'll do. So zone 3. So Pedro Ford is in zone 1. David Ross can be zone 2. And Robert Christensen can be zone 3. We might also need some extra janitors. So I think we hire a few of those. Joe, you can stay as that colour because then I know what you are at a glance. If I change your colours, I'm going to go, what's that? So we'll hire one again for each zone, I think, just to keep stuff tidy. So yeah, we get 54 a month. That's fine. We earn quite a bit of money anyway, so that's fine. So you can be zone 1, you can be zone 2, you can be zone 3, just to keep it all nice and neat and tidy. And then security, 24 a month. Let's just hire one more. We won't put them in a particular zone. We'll just hire a security person and plop them just there, and you can be sort of free roaming. Okay, I've just done zones, everybody. I've done zones because I'm inevitably putting off this thing here because I don't know how to make it look like a crashed ship, although I do have the goal of doing so. So, right, we've done that. Is that ride proving to be popular? Yes, it is. 10 in the queue for that, and loads of people wandering around down here. Okay, now what we need to do over here as well, we need to grab some bins and stuff. Just dot some of those around like that. Put one just there. A couple across that side. Lovely, lovely. We'll put one just there. And then get ourselves a load of seats because people might want to have a sit down and enjoy their bit of pizza or hot dog. Not hot dog. They can't have hot dogs. No hot dogs. But yeah, they might enjoy their pizza or whatever. On a little sort of, I was going to say comfortable bench, but they're not really that comfortable looking, are they? On a bench. One of those weird benches just there. So, okay, right. That's all done. That's all done. Now, I might have to bite the bullet and go and start looking at this and see if we can just figure out how we could possibly make a bit of an engine. I'm not going to plan the whole ship out. We're not going to have money for that. But this is supposed to be an engine, like one of the nacelles, I think they call them in Star Trek terminology, don't they? So, you know, a glowy thing that kind of crashed and might have exploded and fallen apart. So I just want sort of broken bits around the place. Let me see how that's even possible. I'm thinking we could use this sort of stuff. Now, I know it looks a little bit like corrugated metal, and I don't think you're going to make a spaceship out of corrugated metal, but maybe in this particular reality, they do make spaceships out of corrugated metal, and that's what we're going to go for. So I think we could sort of try and create a bit of a tube thing going on along here, so we could sort of do that look, so it's like, oh, but then have gaps in it because obviously it's fallen apart, and maybe that bit could be sort of down in the sort of sticking out there, and that bit could be even lower, maybe just sort of poking over the surface there. Hang on, that's not poking up, is it? Is that poking up over the surface, or is that that's entirely under the ground? That's a bit of a waste of effort, isn't it? Let's remove that. I can't right click to remove that for some reason. Do you know what? It's fine. We'll just put it like that. So look, so it's sort of fallen apart. It's kind of broken apart is what I'm sort of thinking. This is not going to work at all, is it? It's just not going to happen. So they sort of walk through here, and this is supposed to be the side of one of the engine bits that's sort of collapsed. And then we just kind of want bits, just bits of stuff just scattered around. Also, this floor here could do with sort of being a little bit more jiggedy-jaggedy now. So it did get pointed out to me because I was just going like this. I was going, hey, add some sort of, there you go, dramatic sort of splodging kind of effects. I was just sort of doing that and going, there you go, it looks a bit more authentic and natural like this. It was someone pointed out in the comments, I forget who it was, but they said, oh, there's a little tool you can use at the bottom to actually have like a triangle shape. So look, and then it breaks it up into even smaller bits, so you can make it even more sort of realistic. You can have sort of proper actual. It looks good. It looks proper. I don't know what the word is, but it looks sort of half decent. Look, rather than it being all jaggedy and pointy, it's all done with squares. You've actually got these sort of bits here to make it look just a little bit more sort of organic and sort of fluid. Organic was the word I was trying to think of. So yeah, you just paint around the edges, look, and it just makes it look a little bit better. Look like that. Look, splodges of this, and then we'll have some of it going down there like that, to make it look a bit better. So yeah, we need to work on this. I kind of want just some more exploded sort of stuff down here. So right, let's grab a few more of these. Let's see what I can do. So we'll grab that. Grab the Why can't I grab these bits? These wall bits are being very stubborn. I can't right click to delete them, and I can't drop them on the thing, which I can do with pretty much everything else in the entire game, except these wall sections, which I want to use, which is a little bit irritating, but never mind. So yeah, the other side of the thing is going to go over there. So the other side of the whatever it is, the nacelle is going over there. And yeah, that can sort of be, that can be all sort of blown apart. There can be a hole in the wall there. And these bits can be a bit lower down, like that. And these bits can just about poke through like that. Look. So there we go. So it's looking like it's sort of broken. Does that look like it's smashed? Doesn't look really like it's smashed, does it? Oh, I'm trying my best. It's not really working, is it? Is there any other stuff? Is there any other... There's not like just sort of bits, half walls? Just sort of chuck a half wall in every so often or something like that? I kind of just want it to look broken, but it doesn't look broken. It just looks like I've scattered a load of wall sections everywhere. It sort of looks a bit broken-ish. A tiny bit. Yeah, that might have to do for now, because we're going to run out of monies, and I want to save some monies to build another thing. I want to build something else. Maybe we can try and get up into the middle of here and build the big lifty tower thingamabob up there. So yeah, so we might to save some money. That's not kind of how I envisaged this, really, if I'm honest. That's not kind of how I envisaged it, but never mind. Yeah, I might have to work on that. I might have to try and do this. But yeah, it's not immediately obvious. What I want is not immediately obvious. Like border, door. I just kind of want bits. Just little kind of bits of metal and stuff that are just sort of lying around. But these are all specific things. They're all just sort of actual fixed things. I mean, connectors. That might be a thing. Could we change the colour of the connector to make it just a grey? Why can't I... So these things just don't exist in the game, right? Can we just have it grey, please? Like a sort of a grey connector. Just have bits like that sort of poking in. Can that poke through the floor? Is that poking through the floor? Not entirely sure it is. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. And that's sort of just poking through as well, just there. So, you know, it's supposed to look kind of smashed apart and ruined and what have you. Is that under the ground, that one? That might be under the ground. I can't remove that one either. Going on. Oh, that's in some weird effect going on there. Look at that. That's just going very odd. So yeah, chuck a few of those things around. Is that thing in the sky? No. Why can't I delete that? I always thought that the right click was delete these things, but it doesn't seem to be doing so now anymore. Okay, do we have to use that? Try and delete that just so it doesn't do that horrible effect? Yeah, delete a thing, please. Not that. Don't delete that. Okay, I don't know what I've done. I've broken it. I've broken the world. Okay, it's gone. I deleted the other thing as well, but never mind. I did notice there's like a little sort of cabling thing, so we could pretend that these things are sort of connected by cables. Maybe that might make it look slightly better. So, you know, we can sort of run cables around the place. Maybe make that... It might make it look sort of connected somehow. But yeah, I'd like it the cables to be, you know, sparking or something, but I don't think I can make that happen. So yeah, there's... where is it? Is it in details? Where were the cables? Oh, I've lost where the cables were. Come back, cables there. So, you know, there's just cables running around on the floor and stuff. So we might be able to do that and make that look at least vaguely plausible as a thing. But yeah, so I'll try and run these down here just to make it look half decent at least. Okay, I've tried to make it look as sort of broken and random and slapdash as I can by just chucking down stuff. So these are kind of pavilion tops that I've made to look like bits of twisted metal and sunk into the ground. There's some little connector things there which just look like sort of broken bits. But one thing I did say, I was like, oh, I can't make sparks come out of these cables. There's a thing here, a spark emitter. Now, I don't know how this works, but let's find out how this works, shall we? So we could put some sparks going there. I mean, I don't know quite what that's floating in the air. Do you know what? It's fine. It's hidden behind some stuff. It's all good. So I think, does it just sit on the ground then? So do we put it there? Like, I don't know how this is going to do anything. I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, I mean, there's... that kind of looks like a spark emittery thing. And then could we have some sparks coming out of the side of this thing here? And this thing here? And then... Also, can we have some sparks come out of that, actually? They look good. I just chucked these things down as well. Because I thought, yeah, whatever, that'll do. So if we put that, say... there, that sparks might come out of that as well. And then there's a smoke emitter, which I want as well, because I like the idea of, yeah, there being sort of mist and fog and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the ground level. It's, yeah, so some smoke coming out of stuff. So yeah, look, this will make it look a bit more like a crashed thing. So a bit of smoke, It's all eerie and atmospheric coming through the queue. A bit there, 2 bits there to make it really smoky. And some stuff over here. Right, so let's see if the spark things work. So let's come out of that. And then let's move time on and just see. Yes. Okay, right. That looks a bit better than I thought it was going to. Look, the sparks come out of that. So yeah, it looks sort of crashed. Do you know what, actually? That's not that bad. It's not brilliant. It's not a work of art. It's not that bad. It does look a bit ruined. The smoke coming up helps. The little spark things are quite good. And that's sort of in the middle of one of the engine sections. That's what we're going to have to do. That's sort of what I had in mind. I really kind of wanted more little bits on the ground. Just, you know, little kind of random boxes that we could just put around the place and just sort of drop around. Maybe we'll have to have a look and see if that... I'll take a look before the next part. See if we can sort of make that look a bit more sort of fleshed out. But I like the cables. I like the fact that there's little spark things coming out of these things. Possibly need a couple more in the sort of around the place. I wonder if we can make them... Hang on. Can we make them bigger? That'd be good. We can't make them bigger. That's a shame. We can't change the colour and we can't make them bigger. But never mind. Never mind. So yeah, look, we just put them there, look, and sparks just sort of pop out. Now, I did notice the smoke emitter has a size thing. I mean, how big can we make one of these? Oh my goodness me, that big. So a huge pile of smoke. Wow. Okay, fine. The only thing I am going to do, just before we finish up, where is it? The spark emitter. That one is floating. Let's get rid of that. Why is the right click thing no longer getting rid of things? I thought you right clicked on stuff when you had all this selected. You right clicked and it kind of cleared the selection for you. But no, it's not deleting things anymore. I'm going to put one there and I'm going to put one up here on the side of this thing. So yeah, it looks good as you walk around the corner. And one possibly there as well. So yeah, look, it's all falling apart. It's all broken, everybody. Look how ruined this thing is. One there as well. Can we get that in? So yeah, a few sparks coming out there as well. Okay, yeah, that looks... I like that. That looks good. And those scaffold things look okay. They don't look brilliant, but they look sort of okay for the job that I want them to do. But yeah, there you go. Lots of... Oh, that's just floating in there. That's ridiculous. Right, hang on. Can we individually select that, please? Can we select that? Spark emitter. No, we can't. We can't. Even though I'm pressing the individual selection button, for whatever reason we can't select it. Do you know what? Whatever. We'll sort that out next time. But there we go. That's kind of what I had in mind as this sort of broken ship. And it all can link together. So we'll have another ride over here at some point. And we'll have bits over there. And it'll all be sort of broken up like this. I mean, we'll have to keep with that theme, I guess, now. So we'll take a look next time. See if we can fit any more of those bits in. But yeah, we'll wrap it up for now. Because we've done quite a few things today. We've done quite a few things. Let's just clear that thing. Yay! Oh, I wonder if that's why I can't sell the scenery. Because I've got it hidden. I wonder if that's why. Hang on, now if we go into that, clear that thing, clear that, go away bulldozer. If we do this now, can we clear them? Ah, that's why, because I kind of had the scenery made invisible. Okay, right, that sort of makes sense, I guess. Yeah, that one's sort of floating as well. Hang on, clear the floaty things. Let's do it properly. If we're going to do it, let's do it properly. Right, just duck it into... there, like that. There you go, look. And that can make some sparks. And then that can make some sparks under there. Look. There you go. That looks far better. That looks far better. Out of interest, just before we finish up, what's the decoration? Medium. I'll take that. I'll take medium decoration. And I will run with it. Thank you very much. So there we go. That's kind of what we're going to do for the rest of this. Create the kind of... the sort of shell of a ship around our rides, link them together so it's as though you're walking through a crash ship. But yeah, we'll carry on next time out and see how we get on. But for now, yeah, let's wrap it up for now. If you did enjoy this, please do leave a like and also please do subscribe just to keep up to date with how we get on in the Nova Labs campaign level of Parkitect. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard and I will see you next time. Oh no, not the piggy wigs. Want them to be healthy. Happy pigs, please. Raspberries, raspberries, raspberries everywhere. I went through and sold a load of turkeys as well. And they still come back. They're still coming back to haunt me. The soil moisture's coming down. We need rain. We need rain. What's going...